Hello everyone, welcome to a Paifu review video where I will be analyzing other people's games basically. This is a game player that is playing Tokujou. It's a 4-time player with 1855 R, and we are just going to go to the game. Uh, and I will just comment on it. I won't have the AI analysis, so it's basically only feedback from my perspective. If you want to have like an AI review, you can just put your log into AI, but I will just do these reviews. If you want a review like this, uh, you can comment down below, you can join my Discord, and we can figure something out. But let's get right into it. It seems to be really standard here, and we are moving towards 7 pairs here. That is one away from 7 pairs, and that is the 5. The 5s are kind of usual for the AK 5s, so you can have the 5s for the AK too, but I don't want to greed that hard for it. I will probably got the 5 so right here because it's one Scott, and then probably 5 so here. I would probably want to Tamaton here and then got either of the 5s and then wait for something better. And then like this 9 pin is way better, but it's Tora Suchi here. But you really want, or like this 8-man is way better. And then you have the Suchi trap here on the 5-man. And in the 8-man is just a very high win chance. Winning is so hard with Cheetos, and your weight is always so bad. So you kind of want some random weight because you have a lot of flexibility with a Cheeto hand. You can wait on basically any tile that you don't have a pair of in your hand, so it's very flexible. And then we can show the hand, and then we can just uh, lay it out. I won't be analyzing other people's hands, so the hands will also usually stay hidden unless there's a Ritzy, and then there's obviously no choice. Here, 1919 is interesting, but I think the 8-man is better here for the 5 and the 4-man draw. And here the 8 or the 8-man. I think the 8 is slightly better here. Because the player doesn't want to play 3 blocks in the dot tiles, in the circle tiles, because it's a 3-pin pair, 9-pin pair, and a long count 4-6-8, so it's so weak to play 3 blocks here. So I don't mind the 9-pin or the 8-man here. The 9-man is a clear mistake because of the 4-5-man draws. The 8-man is just weaker. It moves more towards standard, but the 9-pin is then the other option. And then here you should keep the 8-man, or the player should keep the 8-man, I mean. And then the 8 cell is more useless here. The Sansaku is not really here. You rather have Thunder, you rather just complete the hand, and I don't think open Sansaku for one hand is that appealing here. I see the Sansaku here, but I just want to complete a hand, and it's pretty difficult. It's ramen with a Kansan here or Rankan. And let's see, it seems to be quite set at 9-9, I think, for Thunder. Yes, it is. Shimakiri, and then 9-pin. It seems to be Templar here on the right. With this extra 4 mount after the Chi, perfect shape basically. You only see perfect shapes around row 3 if you're Templar for it, because it has so much acceptance. And then 9 here, a can into E something here, the E scar for the wrong gun and the Ramen. Anything is a cool. It's so live. 8-pin. Oh, the 8-pin is trash card, so the Shimakiri. Okay. Do so. The best is out. There's one Aka here. That is a dealer here on the right. I'm a little bit concerned about this too. I think I would got the 8. Okay, they got the 8 here, and then the T for Tempai is quite normal. It has a high tier in chance because the only thing that they can realistically be waiting on is Soshu, and it's either 2-5, 4-7, or 5-8. So, but the hand is cheap enough. We see 2 Akatora now. So if it deals in, it only deals into the AK5, so, but it's really hard for them to have the AK5 so as well if the 2 deals in. But it can be a no button in the past here for our player. For one, it's a 5-8, so here across and a 4-8, so here across and a 5-8, so on the right 4-8, 5-8, and then 4-7 here. Our hero has an interesting hand, just 9 or 1. I want to keep the honors here slightly longer, but now we just got the honors. It feels like a close hand now. Idle 5 is fine. And then Ricci here for Ricci. There is also 7 pairs. This is also 7 pairs each on them, but I think if we can Ricci +1 is always better. The weight is so strong here. The weight is very strong. We might even get Ipats, but our hero didn't get it. There is some like weird like T-Toy out as well, but Sir Uncle unfortunately not. And then here is a run, and we can actually show the hands here because there's a Ricci, so there's no decisions to be made. Our hero has a Paifu hand, Tanrao, Paifu perhaps, not Tanrao, Tora acceptance here, very nice. Seems to be quite standard here. And then 7 pin. Could actually go 7 pin right here because there might be an Honitz. If you pair up the red dragon here, there is actually an Honitz. You can actually go for more value because the hand value here is Ricci, Ipeco, perhaps Painful, perhaps Ricci, Painful, Ipeco in the best case, but I think 7 pin is better. Because we are playing almost guaranteed 3 blocks here in the Sosu tiles, 1 block here in the Mansu tiles, and 1 block pin. So we don't need a 7 pin here. The 6-8 is still weak. So I would keep that soon here, actually for the Honitsu. And then here, there is definitely some build here where we can cut 8 into 6 man. But is it here? It's east. But it's not east something. It's E something with 8 so 3 shortcut for Paifu. Yeah, I think the E something is good here. And then Headless, I want to cut 8 into 6 here for the Chinitsu basically. But Uncle Headless is also kinda okay, but you might end up with like no value Shinomi. I really want to try to get maximum value out of this hand. And if we got 6 into 8 and we double cheater like a Bucharest shape, and then we have a donkey here. It might be 4 turn, but it is 8k versus potentially Shinomi. So I think it's worth it to cut the constant here 8 into 6 because of the Dora acceptance. We want to keep the 6 for the 5, so 5 man and 4 man. But here's a Shinomi. Let's show the hand, and there's the Shimo for 500, 1000. East 4 here. The standard efficiency here. The dragons has to go sometime. You can cut it 2 and then keep the white dragon. There is even a build where you cut 9 into 8 for the Pensan. It feels like a T-Deutsche hand, but the white dragon is a stress card. But it are definitely considerations 8-9 man here, 2 man, 1 so. But all pretty mediocre here. And then here this green spear Tashi with the 7 cards with the AK. I would 100% just fold here. I would just bet Ori 8-9 man soon 1 so probably 8-9 man first and then just 100% fold. And the social are almost all safe here on the left. It's so scary with a green dragon pair with a 7 so card. It's way too scary here. I can show you the hand by the way, but it's actually massive here. Tanrao, Tritora, And it could actually be Tempai. It's no joke. They can actually be Tempai here, and you can be dealing into 12k. Our hero dodges here, and then the 7 so is saved. 8 man into. I think they are falling, and then the person here on the right runs here for Itze, Nomi. Moving to the south rounds, let's see. Looks like a green second. You can actually skip the green second with these shapes. You can actually skip the green second one, the first one, not really the second one, but it's really straightforward. I think it's just going to be 9-pin push. It seems to be some. It doesn't seem to be that regular of a hand. I don't know if I should put them on the 7 pairs, but I think I would push the 9-pin here and then Decimo the 7 pairs. Which is kind of expected for the Paimon. But I would definitely push the 9-pin and then take the 50-50 or like the 1v1 here. South 2 here. Early 3-pin cards. Yeah, you're moving all the way. We have like Chitoy, Tora 2, Thunder, 9-mon I like here. It was a backfire, but there's nothing that we can do here. I wanted to go to so let's see. I want to go to so, but it basically does the same thing. We have a 5 pair and we instead of the 8 pair here. And here I like the 8 here, and then just for standard with the extra pair for an open thunder, Tora 2, Tora 3. We can play a 5-5-7 so shape here with an open hand. You don't have to go Paifu at all. I think I like the 8 so here for more pawn chances. But it's not the worst here. And then we cheat here, and then we really want the extra 5 so here. We want the extra 5 so because we're going to open, so it's just an open hand, and then we should really be prepared to have the calling options, and we have the calling options here with the 6-6-7 here. This 4-man does have some utility for the 5-man. If the 8-man is dead, there's currently only one 8-man out, but if the 8-mans are ever dead, you can take the Sabo with the Tora. And it's also quite questionable, like a decision here. If you had a 4-man, would you take the Sabo 7-man with the 8-pin Tora? And it's actually very close. But with these scores, I think you take the Ramen, but in East 1 flat with equal scores, I think you take the Ramen for the 7-7 sons for the extra Tora. But let's see. Nothing really happens. 5-pin card push, 7 so. Like, there's not even an option with these scores anyway, but it's definitely a bit scary. I don't even know if Torment's Tempai. I don't really put them on Tempai, but it's so weird. They must be. We should put them on Tempai, basically. Okay, they got a Jun here, and they will know 10. The Jun card didn't make any sense. It just didn't. And they will just know 10. They will try to Mavashi here. They will still eat something. But I don't know where they pulled. I guess they have one more draw, but let's go to the next hand here. East 1-pin and then 6. Yeah, it's fine. It's ramen. Ichinomi. Keep the extra 2, so I like it. Some people can Sakikiri the 2 so to hide the 1-4 so weight, but it's only really the case when you have Paifu guaranteed. If you don't have Paifu, just keep it, and then just for the faster hand. And they got a 4 so the hero got a 4 so for the 6-9 for the Tora shape, and we got the run here. Let's hide the hands again. Naiman, I think the South for the White Dragon, just the honors. Wait, so the 8 pair would be nice for Thunder, Tora 2. I would keep the 8 of the White Dragon. We are not defending that. We can just win the hand. East on turn. I like the 5-man here. I like the 5-man Sakiki because now it looks painful. Now we have guaranteed Raku, but we have Tora 2, so I understand the quicker option. Mangonshimo, and we can contest for first. But I think I want to cut a 5-man around here, but the Ritchie is here. So we cut it anyway. There's a Shimokiri Ritchie here on the left. It's constantly so for Ipeco, Tura 2. They should have definitely just stayed Tamaten here. Because it's so low win rate here. They were just getting nervous here on the left. And it's now Suchi on the Teriso, and there's a deal in for 8k. They definitely should have just stayed Tamaten, because the extra points don't really matter. And you are just losing a stick. They still have a dealer lift here on the right. I just don't like that it says. I guess I went for the Dama snipe, but like after the Ritchie, there's nothing happen, or like everyone will be defending basically. But then still, I think I would Tamaten and wait to and see if I can pull something better and Totsu shape. Well, there's a better wait here. We are last. We have a Mangan Sumo requirement. We have Thunder Tora 2. We need the Sumo Thunder Tora 2 basically here. I think 2 4-man. Let's hide the hands by the way, but I think 2 4-man. And then the 7-pin is so sus here, but the 7-pin passed. And that should be almost always Tempai. We have 3 Toras here. 2-pin pass as well, and here we just ramen here with the extra 5 so, and we deal in here. There are some options here. There is perhaps a 5 so or 5-pin, but you're basically going to deal in no matter what. Like you're probably going to deal in later on anyway. But that is the first game. Let's move to the second game here. Unfortunate backfire here. You can start off with the 2-man here, keeping the white dragon. And then you would have the 2-man doesn't do anything here. The 1-2-3 Sansuku is so hard. And the 5-6 has Tora acceptance. So if you got 2-3-man, and what to do cut? What to do even cut? What is the cut if you draw a 3-man? And there's the Tora, and there's the 2-man, and then another 2-man, and then we are something is 5-pin. Here and then Headless, and the hero is really hoping to draw an 8-9, and you can Shimakiri the 6-pin to hide the 7-pin because AK5 is out, so I think it's just a Shimakiri. And then here we are Tempa, and we just have to Tamaten. I think 7 so, and then we can still Shima the 6 so, but 6 so, and then the 3 next turn is fine. But it deals in instead. Kinda unlucky here for our player. And then here, what do we have here? We have a Thunder, we have a Tora chance, Tora acceptance. We want to go 1-pin first, and then like the value here is Thunder Tora, of course, but I just don't see the plan here necessarily for us. But let's see here. Another one, so can we Honitsu? I will draw a good so I want to go 7-pin, I want to go 7-pin here, because if we draw like one more good Sosu, we actually can Honitsu this or Chinitsu this, because we can pawn 1-2 so, and then we have a 4th block. We need only 4 blocks with Chinitsu Honitsu. So the 4s have been also have overlap, and this is Chito E something. And how long are we keeping the anchor? How long are we keeping the anchor? Yeah, here the 8 circles. So Chito is something. We don't have save tiles. I think just one pin. It's kinda Sotokama. There is nothing else. Ugh. Yeah, the pair card here, the 1-so. Toitse E-Santen is really not pushable. Just 1-so, and then we are almost regular E-Santen, but we are still 2-Santen, and that's the run here for 4-5-6, 4-5-7, so, and 4-7 so is painful, 5 so is the standard Tora. We have one Tora here, very isolated. 1 man I like, 3 man. The Chun can go out. I don't really like this 6 man card. You can just cut a 9 man here because you have Thunder and there's the Tora. Okay, they push the Tora. The 6 man is interesting here because the thing what the 6 man does actually, if Shimotsu has a 7-8 say waiting for the 6-9, and then you try to pay the Chi here with the 6 man, and then they cheat the 6 man, and then they can't see the Tora. That is something. That is slightly. That is something that you can consider. So it's not the worst. And there's the Khan. There are 2 mans, and our hand becomes really unpushable here. I don't know about the 3 pin, but it's probably okay. Yeah, it passed. It's just standard Nomi on a pension. The 2 man is dead. It's just very scary here. And there's a second Khan, and we have 1 Dora now, but we are really not happy. Or like we can check the hand. Except a 9 pin. But it's so scary here. We really don't want to deal into the person on the right. What is the game plan here? Probably just the honors for Paifu, and then we have Paifu E-Santen. And then I like the 1 pin for Tora acceptance. Well, like the 6 pin is okay. The ideal situation is to draw a 6 man for a Thunder Slide, and then draw the 6-7-8 Sansoku, but I kinda like this. If you don't have Thunder, you still have Aka acceptance here. Our hero still has Aka acceptance, and then 4 into 3 pin here. And there is the deal in, unfortunate. Also, how to read the Tempai. Yeah, I didn't even put them on Tempai, but they will. The plan here is probably to fold. And yeah, the plan is to fold, and that's it. Okay, that's a Shimo. I like 5 pin. I like 5 pin. I just like trapping our opponents. But I guess looking in the sun pawn with the south is also quite decent here. Pawn and then 5 pin. And then if we draw something, so like a social type, we can Karakiri. But let's see if it happens. We should just Karakiri the 7 to make the 2 pin less suspicious, because the 5 pin is our last state Tashi. So the 2 pin constant is still really there, but if we cut the 7, then it's way less likely that people would put on a 2 pin constant, but you cut the run anyway. This is Honitsu, not really. The Caswins are so awkward here. The Caswins are like really awkward. Yeah, just efficiency with the honors, and then 8 man here. Almost Chitoitsu, but let's see. 1 so is interesting. 4 man probably it's a standard card. Okay, the pawn here with the looking in the Aka as well for Rankan, Ramen, E-Santen, Tempai. And I don't think there's any decision, so they run here for 2,900. I want to go Tuso here. I want to go Toito Honitsu here. There are 4 pairs. If you draw an East, your Jito is E-Santen, but you can still pawn, and then you can go Toito Honitsu here. But it didn't happen. The 6-8 man doesn't add any value, so you really want to go Toto or Honitsu here with 4 pairs and such. So G for Tempai. It's just one harm with extra full, but it is what it is. And that's the Richie, and here's the Naiman, and you have to push. There's no falling here. Like, you just have to maintain Tempai, at least for one turn. The Shuchi count is still low. And the 9 stars aren't guaranteed safe. That is also another issue. But the 9 star into the sumo here, and our hero is paying 2,700 here on the sumo anyway. And if you deal in here, it's just Richie Paifu Tora is 3,900. So you're paying 1,200 more if you deal in, or you're paying 1,300. Like slightly more because of the bonus stick, but it is not a massive difference. You deal into the Ipatsu some of the time, but you can also deny your opponent. So I would just push here into the Ipatsu turn. This is the honor. So hand looks very bad here. We have one Tora. Tora comes on. I want to keep the Tora. Hand is so bad. Any 7-9 or 130 is okay. Anything is okay. 8-man or 1 so defending here. Probably defending here against the sumo. 500, 1000, and then here. Painful hand, just need to honor it. It's still very far away. We are about to get last, so we need to win. So just full efficiency. 8-pin skip, of course. 7-9 pin. 9-pin tune. We've got a tune, but like, okay, E something and Decimo. Really unfortunate for our hero. We have to push because we are 2,300 away from last. It is less than our ideal Kaiten range, which is 3,000 points, where we can actually fold out. Looks okay. We can toss the south here. We'll do something. Here we are headless, and here I like 2 4-man here. The 2 into 4-man, it is into 4-man here. The 4-man is useless here, so it's just going to be a Sakigiri 4-man. And then the slightly safer 30, so is it a Damaton or Richie? It's a Damaton. It's 7-7, so we have enough for a second here. The 5-8, and there's a Richie. We have to push, but now if they are the only ones Tempai here in the end, as Shimotsa is, it's pretty likely because Kamicha has no incentive to push, Torment has no incentive to push, so it's basically a 1v1 here, and we can still get second. So 2 pin here, and then we Shimota Akatora here for second. Pretty nice. Yeah, moving on to the third game here, and let's see here. Yes, the Richie across, and we have to fold here. And I just assume that the Tokujou player here just folds out the best way possible. I'm not really interested in folding, I'm more interested in hand building. There's a room. And here we are moving towards east. 1 and 2, or 1-1, I mean 18k run there. And Wait. I will GG here. It is early enough. It could still good EV. I know Tamarong Kamitsa here is guaranteed second. But the UMA, the point distribution is 75 points for first, 30 for second. So it's worth fighting for first. And then here it's 18k. So if you get a Hanuman Shimo, you are basically tied with first. So you can easily get first. If you Hanuman here, you are tied with first. So I would just press the G button here. Probably 5 man. There's no eats, and then 1 man west. And then we have to we can 4-pin here. But I think the more accurate card is probably the lower monster, the 1 man for example. The 4-pin can be the right here, but it's double east here on the left. And it's probably not a social weight here on the left with a 9 so into 5 into 3 card. It can have like a 1 so pair, perhaps a 2 so pair here on the left, but most likely they're waiting on lower pin tiles. So I think we don't want to push the 4-pin. I think we want to push the 1 first and then just see what happens here on the left. And we can always decide to push the 4-pin later if we really don't have any safe tiles. But there's a 2-pin here on the left and there's the 7-man pass, and then basically you can put the 4th here. So pretty safe. Into 1 man into the Sumo. Let's see what Kamitsa has here. They have a Kansan 4, but they will still eat something. But it almost doesn't make sense that they got the 9 man here. It feels really like they're safe down, but they will still eat something. They should have got the 5 man 5-pin there. Okay, and they should have been Tempai after the call, but they aren't. Okay, next round here. I spoiled the scores. I'm sorry about that. It's East here. East. Can we Honitsu? That's the question. I don't think so. I think it's just a balanced hand. 18 is okay. We have Tora 2 here. 5. I like the Shimakiri 5. You would almost look in the how do you call that? I would almost look in the Doras here, but see, yeah, I think I would like the best because I don't think the Dora is ever going to deal into tournament, and I think the 7-man is still good enough of a draw. I think the 7-man is still good draw because with 1300 Shimo we are first because Kami just close to passing, so we don't need a second Dora. I think Shimo like 1300 each. It's 5200. Wait, it's not enough then. But there is also a risk of getting 3rd place. I would definitely take the Dora the 7-man acceptance, losing out on the Dora here. Because if Shimotsa runs Kamitsa, we are just 3rd as well. And there's the Shimo, and it's not enough. Unfortunately for us here. Just the honors, the 8-pin. 8 so here. Just the honors. Wait, and then we deal. Yeah, okay, we just deal in. I guess the 7-man is a nice try though, but we deal in here. Let's see where we can go. I think the right second to upgrade the Penson on the 3-pin, and it is exactly what we do here. Throwing the Aka for the Rankan. We can pond the 2. We can just 5 man Lichi here. And there are no decisions, so we can just roll through the hand. And there's a Sumo on the Dora. Not on the Dora, it's on the same way basically as our hero. 1326. Let's hide the hands again. We have a Paifu hand, we have Dora acceptance. Can we run it here? I don't think so, but we can cut a 5 man here. No problem. I think I like the 5 man. Or like the Honitsu is still very weak though, but I like the 5 man here. 5 man here, okay. Like here we have a constant 4-pin with this shape. I think I like the 7 man here. I would like the 7 man. Looking in the Paifu ramen, if we connect to the Dora, we can replace the 35 pin. But here we are breaking E something for no good reason, I think. And there's the Richie. And are we pushing? I think we are pushing the 8 man. East East is interesting. East East is also okay, but I think I would just nah. I think East East is fine considering the scores, and then we are still East something here, and then we will press the Richie button if we get a good weight, and we are out. Can we 8-pin here? But it, like the value is basically gone, and we are Futon, so do we have enough save tiles though? We actually have a Suchi and a 1-pin and a 7-pin, so it's kinda iffy, but it's still okay. We have a 1x8 man, so okay. And then the run here for 350 for 9. So here we have just a Raku high hand. Being very straightforward here. Is there a Honitsu? No, there isn't. Just got a Ransom. This white second is a mistake here. I don't like it. It's a nice try to cut the pants on here because we need a lot of value and we can fold out later. There is an interesting try to cut the 5-6 here. Because we basically, like a one-hand doesn't do anything here. You either need to go big or go home, or like go big or fold out. So I don't mind the 5-6 here. And then this white dragon Dora, I would keep it. I would just 5 or just anything, 1-pin or something. I don't want to feed the Dora. And now we kinda have to fold, or like we kinda are stuck here because we kinda have to push, but we don't really want to push. And then Chun, not even taking E something. So we are folding out because we push out the Dora. It's always a question when you push out the Dora, can we fight if someone pawns? And if the answer is definitely no, you probably shouldn't be pushing out the Dora. And here we are just out. And let's check the hands here. Let's see the hand because we just never going to win. It's 6-man Kansan. Questionable. I would take the Sampon there on the left, and they would Sumo here on the 7-man. But they took the Kansan 6 instead. Good for our hero. Probably, I hope you didn't see the last hand. We are Mangan run away from last, Mangan Sumo, and we are still lost. But we have a very winnable hand. We are East something. Here for Thunder. We keep that. We can cut 2-man. We want to keep that. The 5-pin is still good here. The 5-pin is still painful. 2-man isn't doing anything. And then also Chi, and then I don't think there's anything. There is an option to cut the 7-man, but it's basically the same thing. I think the 8-man is slightly stronger than the 6-man, so I think the Sumakiri is fine. And then we run here for 1300, ending in 3rd place. Let's move to game 4. We are starting in the north seats. Looks like a slow painful hand. 8 pin is really what we need. Now we have a Raku high hand. And would keep the 9 pin here for the 8 pin acceptance. Pawn here, but we have enough blocks, so the 9 pin is fine. Can we toy here? 7 pin pawn. One Tora here. Wij checken here for the extra Tora, extra sabo chance. We have a Toto East something with one Tora. We definitely should take the Toto East something. And then the choice is between the 5 or the 4-man. And the 4-man is in the Tora suit, so I really want to teach the 4-man. I want to touch the 4-man here. And then try to get the Mangan. Aka is all about the Mangan and not about the quick 2-hand. So especially when you have a Mangan hand, you can cut the 4-man here, and then if you can get a hand, you can just push everything for the Mangan. But there's a Tito Ricci 9, so 9 so is still something. Probably a good try because of this late 1-man. And then this 5 pin is Nakatsuchi, this 8 so is safe, and then we saw another 4 so, and we are really sad here. And the 5 so pass, so we are actually saved, and there's the sumo on the 2-5 man, for 2000 points. Do we have a Tsanta here? I think we... Okay, we are Tsantaing. Wait, we are just something. We should Shimakiri, we should 6 or 5 pin here, because there might be a Tsanta here, there might be a Tsanta, but we slide the wrong way here. For just Nichinomi. Nee, dit is Paifu East something, but the 4 is dead. I think I would still cut a pair for Paifu though, because the south is 1 Scott, I would cut a pair for Paifu. It's 4,000 here versus 3,000 for the Sabo, but Paifu is also 1 hand, you know. I don't think it's really necessary to cut the ramen here, basically the 4-7 ramen. Because Sabo is so mediocre as well. 9 pin fold, 8 pin is not okay. 9 pin is still something for Paifu on the 7 pin, but the 7 pin is twice cut. The 8 pin is a bit saucy on the left with this late 9, but what are we going to do? We are folding out with the north, and then here 7 man, 1 man. I think we really missed Tempête, but I'm not sure how we could have managed the Tempête. There's a Toito Honichi on the left, 35 so, and a 3 so Kansan here are close. It was not just an Honichi, which is only 8 so card, but it's just a tough hand for sure. We have a Jaku high hand here with the east, and we are probably pawning, but it's not that great. We can actually skip. We skipped here, and then 7 into 9, and then we can pawn the second east, or we can just, yeah, that's the second east. For ramen for Tempei to 5. Well, Nomi is only, and I don't think there is that much interesting going on here. One more tile, it's pretty safe. C into 17. I think we will just have to push. I think we just have to blindly push, but it might be a double run, but like it's so hard. It's also the height thing. The Dora is unseen. I guess the defensive option is to fold out, but let's see if it deals in. It doesn't. Because this push is 2,500 points. This push is it's 4,000 or 3,000 points basically. This push is 3,000 points. It actually deals into the player here on the left. Well, pretty big, but I didn't know if they were Tamaton though, but I probably would deal in here to the Tompin Ipeko Turatu, which is Mangan. But this push is this fault is 3,000 points. So if you put someone on an 8k hand, it has to have like a 37% deal in rate, and I don't think it is, or like to be, or like you kind of want like if it's 30% deal in rate for a Mangan, it's still okay to push. Uh, and I don't know. I think the natural cut. I think most people would push the 7 pin for sure. But good thoughts here on the our hero parts. We have a okay. We can hide the hands again. There's a Ritzy, and we are probably just folding here with the Chimpia card is safe. Tuso or West is one Scott already. And then Tuso. Green second feels also very safe. Oh, the Tuso just passed. Do 7 pin and then the Simo here for Mangan. You have one lone Tora. Let's see how long we are going to keep it. I don't think. Okay, we can't keep the Tora. This is interesting. This is definitely interesting. I kind of like the Pension card. Looking at it, floating for the Aka Tora and floating for the Tsun. I kind of like it. Because we might end up with 0 value, but here's the backfire, and it would be only easy painful, so it's kind of okay. But we are in a situation where we kind of have to win some hands. But the Tune is now 1 score, so I kind of want to get like I don't know if we can really keep this 6. So, but here we are, something for the AK floater, and we got really backfired here all the time. Okay, are we throwing a monster here? That is rather something. I would just Nijman here. Nijman is useless. Oh, Nijman can be pumped with his stats, so this is definitely a mistake. Like a Cito is something, but we thought like we already accept the 7-man here. We already accept the 5-man as well, so the Cito's is something. This is not a thing, but we have painful Ipe Cultura here, and we sumo. Can be Richie, perhaps we see 34 months. A lot of lower monster out. I think we can Richie here. We actually can Ipatsimo, but we don't. It's definitely the more conservative. There's a Tora punch cut already. But we can also go G-Torch with the Tora, but like I understand it. We have a painful hand here. Thunder painful, cutting the tree, so fixing the ramen here, very nice. 2 pet saves to become ahead, and then a ramen. So I like 6-man into 8-man, but that is like something that I like. And then 6-man, hopefully not deal in, ramen, 5-man. Okay, and that's a Simo. Unfortunate here for our hero. We have a something hand for Ipeko. Tora acceptance here. Okay, and here we told the Tora, and then we got the Pensam, which is the right play. And then Ichi here, and I can start with the hands. And there's the Chi on the right. Still something though. And we got a run very late. It's very weird that someone deals in this late, but I guess they don't have any save sounds. They don't have any save sounds, so they deal in here. The 4-7-man is 1 sounds, I guess. But it's on the AK Tora. Yeah, with the 8 so with the early 9 so is a good rider. It's probably better because if you deal in on the 1 sounds, you deal in on the AK Tora. Can we thunder out this hand? Can we thunder? We have 2 Toras. I want to go west, west, Nijman, west, west. I hate F5, so I want to go thunder Tora too, which can be opened. The west is Rakuhai. I think I go Nijman here. I hate this 5, so actually, and then 9 to 7 man. 7 man here. What else? And then let's see. Yeah, it's definitely west west, and then we have the Atoskate 147, but it's better Atoskate than the west. And then we have Thunder Tora 3. Okay, we take the widest east something, but there are still 2 1 pins, and there we have to cut the. You just have to read the Torah here. There's just no option. Like if you're not going west west here, then we have to read the Torah, and it probably deals in. Well, it doesn't, but like there's no option. It's almost mandatory just to push the 8 pin here, because if you don't want to push the 8 pin here, then west west is just definitely the play. And that is why I want to go west west here, because we have to push the Torah out. And then pawn, we pawn the Torah, and then we have your turn, 258, we have your turn, and then, yeah, pawn 7 pin is alright for 36. And we still got a win here, but we got lucky here, we got lucky. We definitely got lucky there. Okay, are we going to play the game here? Probably just almost folding here. Okay. Can we fold out already? We can't really fold out. Okay. 8 pin. Soon is 1 Scott is okay, and there's the run 1k. Almost no decision still, because our turn got skipped. Nice hand here. 4 pin, I like 4 pin. Yeah, there's a 4 pin for each something, and then not each something, 2 something. We are headless. 2 or 8, so it doesn't really matter. Are we defending here against Simutsa? It looks more like a thunder than a fluster. So 8 pin, looking in the Torah, Raman, but the 9 pin is 3 times cut, the 6 pin is twice cut, so it's going to be really tough to get the 6-9. Yeah, I think the 8 so for the pawn chance here is pretty solid. We miss out on the 7 Sochi, but that is how it is. And there's the run, and we are second. And let's go to the last game, game 5. And here, so just the honors here, just the honors. The 1 man is okay for each something. I don't think that this hand is special, and there's the reach on the 258, and we got the run here on Kamicha for 2600. It's just Honitsu. I can definitely go Honitsu. I would go 9 pin here. I would go 9 pin into. I would keep the Tsun here for the Honitsu in the social suit, because we are setting up for a 1 hand. After the 6-0 card, we are always getting 1 hand, perhaps 1 Tora for 2 hand, but the Honitsu is definitely here. I would go 5 pin. And then if we connect to the 6, we can Tsun Tanki, or we build up the Tsun, we even have a Mangan with 2 Rakuhai Honitsu. So the Tsun is definitely not the right play. And then here double comes on headless. Uncle headless is so sad. Even as dealer, it's now 10 by 12, 1500. Now it's 39. Now it's actually good. Now it's actually good, but I would have gone Honitsu. And here we push. It's 39. Bad weight. It knows. We have to save those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugly here. I think we are kind of obliged to push, but I think we kind of have to just push 3900 here. but we are folding, and let's see, it deals into the Ipots and one Tora. Do 5-2 with no Ura. And Toyman almost also having the we almost the top round. They wait on the 7, so I think you just have to say if you have it, you have it here. If you don't, we can still win, but I think I will be dealing in here most of the time. And we are paying 2000 anyway, so we save 3200 here basically with no chance to win our hand. And sealing the Richie 6, we have 39 with 1000, so it's actually not a Mangan, but like it's getting almost close to a Mangan, you know, with 4900. Do we have each? We don't. We don't. It's just an awkward hand. It's really awkward hand. It's a 258 mon here, and then the Ramens here. Yeah, yeah, it's 1 into 7. Yeah, I don't see anything else. There's no each. There's no each. And there we got 6 here. There's a 6-9 pin on our Kamputse, waiting for the Dora as well. And there's the Dora. Fantastic. Fantastic game. Let's see. Yankan ramen here, very nice. Our saves are fixed here. Our saves are pretty much fixed, so just waiting for Tempai. Okay, we got the 2, so I don't like it. I think I would just go 5 man here. And then we can upgrade on the pincher. And then 5 man or 6 pin. 6 pin has a block, 5 man is more efficient, but I would cut a 6 pin quite early here. Because this one's got the Sabo is basically dead, so. But here we reach on 6 pin and we lose 1000 points here. And 1000 points extra. And then I would cut the 3 man. I would cut the 3 man because if we can pair up the Tora, or if you can pair up the Green Dragon, we can also accept the Tora, or the other way around. But I would definitely keep the Tora, because we are setting up for a Richinomi no Feru. If we pair up the best, that's our only Feru. We have 0 Feru here. There is 0 Feru, no Thunder, no Paifu. You're just waiting to deal in or fold out. Oh, we have a Thunder slide here. We have a Thunder here with the 3, so. Oh my god, we actually the 3-4 so here. We actually have some value and we are forced to pawn here for Tempai. There are 2 people open and bad saves basically, so we are forced to call here for 1 hand. And the best is out, so we can basically push everything, but it might be scary. The monster 5-8 man is scary here on the right, but we can sumo the 5-8. It's carpet off. It's yeah, it's the same. The 5-8 man. Oh no. Let's see if Simon is also the 5-8 man here. Teresa, and then the white is Tora, but it's Swash cut already. And then Yuksoku. East 3. Let's see here. Like I kind of want to go for so here, but I think the honors are alright. I think the honors are alright. And here we have 3 pairs, 4 pairs. We have definitely a Chitoitse here. We have definitely a Chitoitse. We have a Tora now, so 6-8 man here. In some extreme cases where we have some honors, there is a Honitsu possible, but here not quite. We need some honors. But the Tora is definitely a mistake here with 7 pairs, because the pinforce is never going to happen. It's going to be open Thunder no Feru. and we can just go for Chitoi or Chinitsu or something like that. And we are throwing one more pair here. 6p or 4-man, I guess, and there's the Lun here. The 4-man will save, but the 6-pin is just efficient here. And we are low, so I think I would got the 6-pin and just test it here. It's actually like Atusuke here on 36.9 for the each. Let's see, we have one Tora here, one Akatora, and East here. Tora is okay, we have Thunder Chance here. And there's a Litchi. And what's going to happen? The Tora, and then the pair card here. Are we pushing the Tora? I think we're pushing the Tora here. Or not? The ships are so nice. I think I'm actually pushing the Dora here. That we don't have safe touch. 15 is Nakasuchi but we are really stuck. There are 2 8-stars here, but like let's see if it deals in, and it doesn't. I think I'm pushing the Dora out here. I think we don't have to fight, but I think the fourth here is too weak because the 2-star isn't even safe. The 2-star is just not even safe, so. Like we are pushing tiles and we might end up dealing in anyway, like here. So if we just push the Tora, we could still try to win. We could see this 4-star, for example, for Tenpai with the 2-3-star for 4-7. Or something like that. Definitely think the player can be slightly more aggressive. Our hero that is, and sometimes some value options are missed. And it's really defensive, really conservative player here. Really likes to fold. Let's hide the hands again. And that's a Simo 1000, 2000. Nothing that we could do here. Let's see here. Thunder Paifu. 9-man awkward, but we can keep it for sure. I want to go 9-man, 8-man. Is that too greedy? Probably too 4p. Perhaps too 4p. Looking in the head is also interesting. I don't mind 8p. I don't mind it. I don't know what the AI does, but I really want to go Thunder here with. But now 9-8-1 is so greedy, but I like it. I like it. And there's the Litchi, and here we can actually fold it 4-5-star or 2-pin, and then 4-5-star afterwards, 4-star, and then the 5-star, then the 1-man or the 6-star. Okay, nothing to see here, but we kinda needed to beat Tenpai, you know? We kinda needed. Because we are outside of Manganshima range, which is basically death in Aka area. I mean, we have to pawn the right second here for 1 hand. Because it puts us in the 10,000 range for Manganshima next hand. If it comes out, it doesn't. We are really stuck here. We can't. Yeah, just never pawning. This 2-star is interesting. I probably wouldn't. I probably would 4-man or 2. The Genius Dora, but the idea here is just to get within Manganshima range, and then we have to win 2 hands basically. So, like we have to win this one and the next one basically. Then we see here. This is just way too awkward for me. It's way too awkward. And then 4-6, so I don't like it. I think I would just push the Dora out for higher Tenpai chances. I would just push the Dora out with it deals in. You thought wait, they were not even waiting here, but they were waiting here now. Now it deals in. But when you're down this much, you just want to get Tenpai. You just want to get Tenpai, and they didn't maximize the Tenpai chances. So it's basically like it's still a very bad situation here. Eastbourne. We are happy if Simotrack just wins here. 5-so. of whopping. I would keep the pears. There are some T-torches you uncle his hands as well. Because we are setting up for original me pet wait again. Where is the value? Where's the value? There is just no value here. Like there's an uncle or something it's interesting. It's just really low chance. But it has some value and we are seeing for wait, we go 9 man. I think I would just go 6 pin and then just confirm Katen. Oh, it's Dora, I guess. But if we really want the Dora, we should cut the 9 to 7 pin for the Dora acceptance. We should keep the 9-7 here for the Dora acceptance. Let's see here, and then we are flooding for the Dora. But if we are still no 10 here, then it's just so bad. Okay, we got tempai. We got tempai here on the 8 soap pawn. And we got 1000 points, and there's a Renson. The Renson is actually more important than our Templar here. It's a 5 pin here on the right side, 3-6 here on the left. We need a Mangan very bad, and it's not here. It's really not here. He can just try to feed Shimotsara until win, and they Shimo can Mangan, Tora 3, or fake Mangan that is. Let's see here, east. Northville, like it's not ideal, but it puts us within Manganshima range. Going for Tsanta, North van Tora, or Tsanta Tora, or the Norths. East something. I like the force card. It's really well spotted. It's really well spotted. The Tsanta Timson. But we have to call anything, or like the 8-1 is okay to keep for the North pawn, and then Milici here on the Tora wait, Richie North can the Linsan into the deal in here, into a Pensan. Okay, that is game. That were 5 log reviews. I know it's a bit scuffed, my setup and such. But if you want to have the logs reviewed within like 1 hour, like 5 logs, or like it will take more than 1 hour guaranteed, basically. Just join my Discord, which is in my channel social tree, or type it in chat and we can arrange something. And I will see you perhaps next Paifu review. Bye.